DSP cries it.
Hello, and welcome to James, the Less Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with DSP claiming he doesn't hate women because he's gay. Wait, what? Let's just watch.
Oh, someone took the dollar and says, you won't play Stellar Blade because you are gay. And that is why you play WWE Champions. Well, that's not true at all. First of all, gay people don't have an aversion to women. Like,
Then why do you have an aversion to women?
what are you talking about? Because that's what you're trying to say is, oh, because the main character is a sexualized woman. That's why I don't want to play it. Gay people don't have an aversion to sexualized women. What are you talking about? This person sounds very sheltered. Do they not? Like, they have this weird misconception about gay people, that gay people don't like women. Like, what are you talking about? That's not the case at all. Isn't it true that a lot of gay males are like best friends with women? They you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not attracted to them or anything, but they're still friends.
Gay men do love Cher and Madonna, Lady Gaga, so forth. That's a thing.
Friendly and what are you talking about? Like, oh, I have a
But then why do you hate women so much, DSP?
strong aversion to women because I'm gay. No. What planet do you live on? I don't know. And the funny part is, the WWE Champions thing also makes no sense. WWE Champions has men and women. It has both in the game. So to say that someone plays that game because they want to see sweaty men, yeah, but there's also the women as well. So you don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's just, again, it's like a child, right? A child trying to take a stab at someone with a silly insult and just falls flat on his face because the child is dumb. Pretty much. All right. I received a $5 tip. It's Chonky Cheeks from Kick. Can we get an update on Wings or Boogie appearing on the show? Maybe you can go directly through Keem because I love the guys from Lol Cow Live. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't worked on interview stuff at all. I told you, like, I got burnt out on it. Like, I was talking.
You didn't get burnt out on it. Everyone invited said no.
With several different people. All right, I'll give you a cumulative update here. I'll tell you how it ended for me, okay? Here we go. I'll tell you the full story. Maybe I'll even make this a clip for the show, okay? Okay. All right, I'm gonna do a clip because this is the God's honest truth, and a lot of people don't know this, so I just want to make this known. And by the way, don't worry, I'm not gonna blow up anyone's spot or anything here because some people might be like, "Whoa, he's gonna say something? Oh, I didn't say you could talk about that." Well, don't worry, I'm not gonna drop any names or anything. Okay, so where are we at? We're on 40 minutes in. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, people have been asking me recently what happened in regards to you doing.
Thank you for telling us exactly how far to go into the video to find this.
Interviews on the Level 1 podcast, right? And other topics like that. Like, you seem to have gone back to you're doing a lot of gameplay now. You're not necessarily doing some of the content like you said you would have been interested in doing. I just got asked on stream, what's the status of doing an interview with Wings of Redemption? What's the status of doing an interview with Boogie? We'd like to see those interviews, even if it means going through Keemstar to get them going, right? Okay, here's the deal. So basically, I put a heck of a lot of work in the months of August and September, and the first.
He sent an email or two. He did not do a lot of work. He sent a couple emails. But guys, I sent emails. That's a lot of work for me. Me. You have to understand. It's a lot of work for me, guys. Because it's time taken away from playing WWE Champions.
First half of October into trying to schedule and even wrangle people to be interviews for this show, okay? It's shown that when you get interviewed on this show, there's good viewership, right? Like, we get thousands of viewers for those interviews, and they get good viewership as well on the channel, and a ton of people clip them and talk about them. So it gets you good notoriety. It gets a buzz going in the online community when I have people interviewed on the show. But the thing is, it takes a hell of a lot of work to make it happen, and sadly, because of who I am, people just don't make themselves available as if I were someone else. Allow me to explain, right? As you know, for the greater part of a decade, I've had haters, trolls, detractors, whatever you want to call them, who harass everyone associated with me on the internet. Like, completely, right? And so.
But I thought the internet loved you now, guys. The internet loves me now, so it's okay. I can do whatever I want. Anyways.
Oh, when you are going to appear on this show as a guest for an interview, you have to understand the amazing amount of harassment you might receive as a result. No exaggeration, every single person, the 4 people in a row that I interviewed on this show, all received mass harassment from my detractors. They all were contacted and thrown. Oh, you gotta talk about this topic. You better fucking talk to.
June the King was not harassed. Stuttering Craig was not harassed. People were not harassed like this, DSP. Shut the fuck up.
Phil, about this. You better do this. Why didn't you do this? How dare you do this and this and this and this? It's like, what the fuck? All they want to do is come on the show and talk with me in an interview. And it could be about any topic. You know, each person was unique. Keemstar, Stuttering Craig, June the King, and then Talomia. All were 4 completely different people with different topics to discuss, correct? I didn't even know how some of the interviews were going to go when they went down. Could have went different directions, right? But the problem is when you are now going to appear on the show and you know that now this means weeks of systematic harassment. They're going to come to your content and streams. They're going to come to your forums. They're going to come to your Discord.
They're gonna show up and give you money, guys. That's my money. That's why I can't do this anymore, because they were giving you money instead of me. Me. And I think that's one of the issues. Yes, people are showing up for the interviews, but it's not like June the King's people were showing up and then second round for DSP. No, DSP's people were showing up for the interview and then going to June the King. And of course, like Southern Craig people, they already know who DSP is. So it's not like anyone going to stick around. That's why he was clinging so hard to Kino Casino, because Kino Casino's people showed up and stuck around for a little bit, gave a lot of money for a little bit.
They're going to go to your social media, and these morons, these mouth-drooling idiots are going to come harass the shit out of you. That scares a lot of people, all right? At first, I had a few people who were very interested to do an interview, and then they basically saw how the other interviews went down and the level of harassment that some of these people went through and said, I don't want to deal with that. I had to.
They saw you telling Craig to go fuck himself and disconnect. They saw you tell Craig that I lied, yes, but it's okay because it was still an answer. That's not a joke. He literally said, yes, what he told Craig was a lie, but it's okay because it was still an answer.
It's still an answer. It doesn't matter if it's honesty or not. It's still an answer.
Smell that.
It's still an answer. It doesn't matter if it's honesty or not. It's still an answer. People lined up for it and then they backed out. Okay? Now, in the regards of people who are not necessarily involved with internet drama, there's 2 particular people, okay, who I've actually wanted to do like an interview with for many, many years, one of which I really, really respect, okay? Someone who I've known for a long time. Someone who I feel like if we sat down and we had a candid interview about certain topics, it could actually blow up in regards to the internet talking about various things, okay? Because I don't think anyone's ever had these discussions before. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to blow up anyone's spot or whatever, okay? So I'm talking with this particular person for months, all right, about this and how it would go down and everything. And basically what keeps happening is this person, again, they don't understand the internet hate against me. They don't understand how the detractors were. They just
I'm sure they do.
keep hearing new things, new toxic things about me every week from fucking detractors and shit, right? So one week it's, oh, Phil did this, and the next week it's Phil did that, and next week it's Phil did this, and next week it's Phil did that.
But it's all things you did.
And it's none of it's true. Like, literally, it couldn't be further from the truth. For example, one of the things that scared them off was over a month ago on my React show, DSP versus the Internet, there was a clip. Someone had submitted it, and it was a VTuber, all right? And I guess this VTuber was playing Street Fighter 6, and another VTuber matched up with them, and they're
God, like, I was going to do 3 separate videos. It's like, nope, that all rolls right into the other, so... We're moving away from interviews. Now we're going on to the VTuber hate. Again.
Ah, my head. Why are you screaming?
Maybe it's the hangover from all the booze you drank last night.
I'm a VTuber and I scream. Why are you screaming? It's too... The mic is blowing out, right? Like, the screaming is so loud, the mic is actually blowing out. It's giving me a headache. Playing them. And they're freaking out. Now, I don't even understand the context of the clip, and my chat's trying to explain to me. I guess both of these VTubers had been in like a tournament or something, and so for them to play and match up randomly was incredibly rare luck that this ever would happen. So that's why the VTuber's freaking out. I said, all right, this is kind of interesting. I'll watch. I'll see if they're any good. I'll commentate. And I'm watching it, and I watch a couple minutes of the clip, but this VTuber just keeps screaming at the
She was laughing, not screaming.
top of their lungs, and it's grating. Imagine if the whole podcast was this. And I didn't have a
Muted? That'd be great. Would love it to be muted.
voice limiter on. Imagine if it was just screaming, screeching. Okay? So after watching this for like 2 minutes, I was like, guys, I'm sorry. I literally can't keep watching this clip. It's actually giving me a headache. Like, it's bothering me. I'm not trying to insult the person. Just they talk so high pitched and so loud, constantly screaming, that it's actually hurting my head. And I want to just move on
Somebody was hungover.
to the next clip. Okay? And that was literally it. Like, that was literally 100% it. My detractors took that clip and started spreading it all over the internet saying, DSP hates VTubers. Here's him being totally
do hate
bigoted
VTubers.
and prejudiced against VTubers.
And they hate you back, which I love.
And it's not what happened at all. It could have been any clip I was watching and someone was screaming at the top of their lungs and it hurt my ears. I would have said the same thing. It didn't matter that it was a VTuber. It doesn't matter if it's a male or a female or somewhere in between. It doesn't matter what the color or race or creed or whatever. It could have been any single thing. If it's that high-pitched of a sound, it's going to hurt my head and I don't want to watch the clip. I'm going to move on to the next. And I have the right to do that. It's my reaction, right? I don't have to sit there and torture my fucking self with a clip. If it's so loud, it hurts me.
Take a sip, sleazy asshole.
So I'm not kidding you. This person says to me, who I've been trying to get on an interview for months. So I heard now that you're saying awful things about VTubers, and I don't understand why. I don't know why would I want to do an interview with you? You're just someone who's trying to cause problems and stuff. I was like, what are you talking about?
But you do hate VTubers, and they hate you right back.
Did you even see the clip? Do you even know what happened? This has nothing to do with the person being a VTuber at all. I would have said that to anyone who was being too loud, right? So that's the point. Like, trying to arrange these interviews is like so much pulling teeth and bullshit, and it's because of bullshit. It's not because I wouldn't be a good interviewer. It's not because the interview wouldn't be good content. It's because there's 10 years of shit all over the internet about me. So when you try to get someone to interview, like, I don't want to deal with this guy. Nah, this guy's terrible. I've heard this and this and this about him and this and that. You guys who are here every day watching my content, you know who I am because you're here every day. You watch it and you support it and you enjoy it. But outsiders don't know that. They tend to believe the things they hear. Or they just hear the next bullshit thing over and over and over, to the point where, I mean, I get it. Like, imagine every day my detractors make something up about me. I ignore it and I'm fine. Like, I'm doing well. Just so everyone knows, I'm doing very, very well. All right. To the point where things are better for me financially. I can now afford things. As you can see, I'm upgrading my equipment. I just got a new washer dryer.
You can finally afford things, huh? Then why are you still crying broke every stream and begging to hit the goal? Guys, yes, I know I got $10,000 in 1 month, but I need more. I did a video earlier. It's probably roughly $9,000 just in ad revenue. Just ad revenue, $9,000 across 2 months. I don't know about you, but if I was getting $4,500 a month average on ad revenue, I'd be making more money doing this than I do at work. I would still work because I'm not an idiot like DSP, but man, I'd get my car paid off real quick. Let's see, $4,500 a month. Man, in like 4 months, I'd have my car paid off. I'd have my car paid off with money left over. Nice. Now, DSP, he needs that money. He really does. He needs that money to pay his bills.
I have an electrician who's going to be coming the next couple of weeks to install ceiling fans in my home. I've got other things going on. I'm taking more time off to spend with my family. And this is all great stuff thanks to you guys, right? I'm not hurting here because my detractors don't really affect me in that regard at all. However, where it is hurting me is public image, where trying to cross over and have opportunities, they're not happening. Why? Because these idiots say so many toxic things every single week that people who are outside of this bubble of toxic internet drama don't get it and don't want to be associated with it. And I can't blame them. All right. I literally can't. There's people who I've had talked with or association with in the past that no longer want to do that. They don't want a chance that my detractors will latch onto them and cause them problems. And I totally 100% get it. Why wouldn't I? I'm here in the center of it, so I know what it's like. I could just imagine what it would be like if you have your own thing going on, your own life, your own business, your own internet thing, and now all of a sudden my detractors are going to start coming after you. You wouldn't want to do that, right?
Except the detractors went to June and said, "Great job on the documentary." Detractors gave Craig money. They've never harassed Craig. They've never harassed June. No one's gone after Josh Moon from Kiwi Farms. What harassment have any of these men seen from their interviews with us? Or with you, whatever, from us? We have said nothing. We have done nothing. We have actually enjoyed it because, again, we get the, yes, I lied to you, but it's still an answer. Or the, my favorite thing from the Josh Moon interview, I can't unfuck her sister.
And so we don't want to be associated with this person. So why is any of this existing on Kiwi Farms? Is that not like the level that you would think, wow, that's kind of extreme. This shouldn't be in the Dark Side Phil forum. What does that even have to do with Dark Side Phil?
Go ahead, Josh.
I mean, I did ban him, but I can't like unfuck her sister, you know?
I'm sorry, but I Can Unfuck Her Sister is just a classic line I will never forget. So yes, guys, interviews are dead. Celebrate will never be played because he hates women, but he's not gay, guys. He's not gay. He just hates women. And no, it's okay for me to hate on VTubers because she was loud. But I don't hate VTubers. Yes, I was hating on that VTuber, but I don't hate VTubers. Guys, no. No, you're taking my words out of context. You gotta watch the clip. DSP. We've seen the clip in context. We've covered it. We just know you hate VTubers because they're women. And they're having fun. And they're enjoying themselves doing something you hate. Playing video games. With that, though, I'll let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.